By state law, Rick Scott and Bud Childs have to name their running mates this week. What are you hearing about Rick Scott?
Well, not much. Continuing with his sort of outsider persona, I don't know who he's talking to, and so I haven't heard a lot of the typical sort of talk about, well, they're vetting this person and vetting that person. Just haven't heard that much. He's got an interesting decision. One of the things I'll be watching is to see whether with his lieutenant governor pick he reaches out to the party insiders and whether he sort of tries to go with someone like a Tony Jennings or somebody, the way Tony Jennings was for Jeb Bush, who's a sort of a legislative insider who can work with some of the people who may not like Rick Scott all that much, some of the party insiders. He's got to make nice with those people after running against them. And it'll be interesting to see whether he picks somebody who he can use in that way and sort of curry favor with some of the party establishment, or whether he continues in his outsider vein and pick someone we've never heard of. I wouldn't be surprised if on Thursday afternoon or whenever it is that Rick Scott names his running mate, we're flipping through old newspaper clips to try to figure out who is this person, and if it's a business person that we don't know, that wouldn't surprise me at all. I think a couple of things he may be looking at are, I'm sure someone is telling him he probably needs to be at least considering a woman. He's probably going to be running, he is running against Alex Sink, a woman, and I think it softens your image. You don't want to be a couple of old white guys out there standing on the stump when on the other side there is a woman candidate, and I think that's probably something he'll at least consider. He may be considering a Hispanic candidate. Rick Scott has problems in the Hispanic community. He did terribly with Hispanics in the primary election. And he is in favor of an Arizona-style, strongly in favor of an Arizona-style immigration law, which is not very popular in the Hispanic community at all. So he may be considering a Hispanic running mate, maybe a Hispanic woman. Someone who comes to mind is a rising star in the Republican Party is Anna Terry Flores. She's a state representative from Miami, Hispanic, a woman. She's running for state senate. I have no idea if he's talked to her, if she's under consideration. I may be off base with that completely, but I'm sure they're considering Hispanics and women as possibilities.